In China, when people meet for the first time, they rarely start with, "Oh, how are you?" or "What do you do?" Instead, they ask, "Where are you from?" To a foreigner, this might sound curious, maybe even intrusive. But in Chinese culture, that question carries a kind of warmth that's hard to explain. It's not about location, it's about connection. Hello everyone, I'm that girl in China. Today, let's talk about why Chinese people always ask, "Where are you from?" To understand this question, we have to look back, far back. For most of Chinese history, people didn't move much. Villages stayed where they were for generations. Families farmed the same land, spoke the same dialect, and worshipped the same ancestors. Your hometown wasn't just where you lived, it was who you are. Even your surname told others your roots. Li from Henan, Zhang from Hunan, Wang from Shandong. In ancient China, names and places were almost inseparable. The phrase "falling leaves return to the roots," 落叶归根, wasn't just poetic. It described a collective instinct to return, to belong, to continue the thread of one's lineage. Traditional Chinese society was organized around clans, large family networks. People lived close to their relatives, supported one another, and built ancestral houses. To remember where they came from, those houses wasn't only for worship. They were social centers, places for meetings, teaching, and mediation. In such a system, family wasn't part of society, it was society. So, when people met someone new, the first question wasn't, "What do you do?" but "Where is your family from?" Because that one question could instantly tell you, "Are you one of us?" Knowing someone's origin was knowing their character, their habits, their rhythm of speech, even their fate. In traditional China, people were defined not by individuality, but by belonging. Every region in China developed its own dialect, cuisine, and customs. A person's accent could reveal their hometown in seconds. And dialect wasn't just language. It was emotion, memory, and rhythm. When two strangers realized they spoke the same dialect, they no longer felt like strangers. A simple, "Hey, we are from the same place," could instantly melt the distance. Dialects carry memories, the taste of home-cooked food, the voice of your parents calling your name. No matter how fluent one becomes in Mandarin, those sounds of home never fade. As China urbanized, millions left their villages to work in faraway cities. This ocean of strangers, the question, "Where are you from?" became the first bridge of trust. "Oh, we are from the same province." Just like that, the wall came down. It brought safety, warmth, and a sense of belonging. Sociologists call it familiar stranger trust, the instinct to help someone who reminds you of home. In factories, universities, and rented flats, the term 老乡, people from the same hometown, often matters more than colleague or classmate. They shared dialects, dishes, and quiet solidarity. In the loneliness of modern city, the idea of home became something you could find in person, not just a place. But as the 21st century unfolded, migration no longer meant village to city. It became city to city, or even country to country. Young people began to live between places, studying abroad, freelancing remotely, constantly moving, and gradually, "Where are you from?" became less about geography and more about identity. Some said, "I don't really belong anywhere." Others said, "I have two homes, one from my past and one from my present." And many quite replied, I belong to myself. When rules become fluid, belonging transforms into choice. And the answer to where are you from shifts from Hunan or Beijing to I love the seaside, or I'm more like a southerner. Modern China, in that sense, has turned belonging from inheritance into expression. Younger generations are now reinterpreting the question. For them, where are you from isn't just geographical, it's personal, emotional, even playful. I'm from South might mean I like warmth, sweetness, and slower pace. I'm from the North might mean I'm straightforward, loud, and love noodles. It's a humorous way of claiming identity, a gentle label painted with cultural color, and a social media. Regional pride is expressed through food, festivals, and jokes, not rigid boundaries. Today, where are you from is no longer a question of origin, but an invitation to share who you are. So, when a Chinese person asks, where are you from? They're not probing or categorizing. They are reaching out. What they really mean is, I'd like to know you better.
Wow!
It's a country as vast and diverse as China. This simple question carries centuries of human warmth. It's how strangers find familiarity and how a society as large as this still manages to feel deeply, intimately connected. In the end, every small habit tells a big story about who we are. I'm that girl in China. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.